So we've been asked to come down to see the Chief Minister this afternoon. It was a sort of a fairly last-minute thing. Brexit is the subject matter. Before you switch off, and let's face it, so many people must go Brexit. I mean, no one's any further on this, but you've called us to talk about it. The no deal option is sort of the one you're looking at now.
Yeah, well, I think you've obviously got a meaningful vote on the 14th of January for the Prime Minister Theresa May's proposal on Brexit, on the Brexit deal, and between now and then I think there will be a ratcheting up of the potential consequences of a no-deal scenario and what that means. And I thought before the Christmas holiday period it was really important to get the message out to the members of the Isle of Man public that we have been planning for a no-deal scenario for a while
How
now.
can you plan for something that no one seems to have a clue what it means? I mean, will the gas go? Will there be food? Will there be... I mean, you've written it up like almost like Armageddon here, to make sure that supplies of medicine, food and fuel are sustained. Do you think anyone even in their right mind would think it's going to be switched off?
It's going to... The concerns are going to be ratcheted up, and I thought it was only fair that we let the public know what are the plans should there be a no-deal scenario. Now, if you look at fuel, so that's central heating oil, fuel for your car, whether it be diesel or petrol, that is dealt with by a refinery in the United Kingdom, and the fuel comes out, doesn't come from anywhere near the European Union. So that will be business as usual. Same with the gas from the pipeline. It will be unaffected supply for the Isle of Man, so we can park that one. The next two obvious ones are food, and I think worst case scenario with the Eurotunnel and Dover with an awful lot of food where you need it on just in time, I think is the phrase, fresh food that's going to go out of date quick, fruit. You may see shortages of that type of fruit. So we've had negotiations with the UK government, and an awful lot of food for the Isle of Man comes from the UK retailers where they have central depots anyway. And we've been assured that the Isle of Man will be treated from this point of view as if it was the same as the United Kingdom.
But if one of those retailers themselves say, oh no, we're going to send it down to Lancashire rather than put it on the boat, you can't do anything about that, can you?
Why would they do that, Paul? They are treating us exactly the same as the UK.
Well, I'm saying it's not a government thing, it's actually just a company decision.
Well, no, the UK government will be putting in measures too of concern, and they've promised us that the Isle of Man will be treated the same as if it was in the UK. And that goes for the same for medicines, because obviously we get all our medicines from the UK, and they've promised us that we are part of their contingency planning.
But I've heard people are stockpiling medicines already. Diabetics, definitely, from people who talk to me, are panicking in that mild sense of panic only. They're just putting an extra thing away just in case. Now, if everyone does that, that leads to shortages, does it not?
Well, it does, and I think I've told, we're in the Council of Ministers chamber at the moment, and several months ago I told ministers to start planning for a no-deal scenario, because if you plan for a worst-case deal, then anything that is negotiated has to be a lot better than a no-deal scenario. So I just think the ante will be upped for the next 3-4 weeks. There will be a meaningful vote, and then we will know how that, what to expect next. But I just thought it was important that we got a message out to all the public that this is to be expected. You wouldn't expect anything less, and that we have been dealing and planning for this scenario for a while.
Okay, now let's park all that. In your waters, do you think we're leaving? I mean, I would say we, it's the United Kingdom, it's not our thing, is it?
Well, I've always had concerns that we were sleepwalking to a no-deal scenario, and I sincerely hope I'm proved wrong.